All right, hey team, welcome to our weekly Monday Night Huddle. So glad that you guys were able to jump on tonight. I know life is crazy busy right now, and so many people are on vacation or have vacationed or have upcoming vacations. Does anyone else have travel plans for the summer? Anyone else have any trips left? Ooh, I see a few hands. Okay, fun. Um, well, that's so fun. I know I've seen a lot of your news feeds, and there's been a lot of fun stuff going on with you guys. That's really, really cool. But wanted to, let's see, let me start with a couple of quick announcements. This is our last full week. I think the week actually ends on, what's it end on, like a Monday? Next Monday? Okay, so this is our last full week of July, but the week actually ends on next Monday, you guys. So that means we have one full week left for the double up bonus for what Plexus is running from corporate. So if you have not gone silver yet, this is the month that you really want to reach for silver because they are doubling your bonus. So get those 3 people. Some of you may only have 1 or 2 left. I know I talked to a couple people today that just have 1 or 2 left that they are working on. So let's go silver this month and get you double the bonus. Like that just makes sense, right? And then for those of you who have personally sponsored ambassadors that are working on silver, that'll get you a $50 bonus for each one that you help go silver as well. We have our health and happy hour this Thursday night. I never get tired of hearing the stories on there. I never get tired of hearing Plexus testimonies ever, but when they're from your own team, that's really, really cool. So Health and Happy Hour, this is a resource that I hope you guys are using. I know some people still don't really understand what it is, you know, how it works. So basically every Thursday I go in there and I post information about the products. So on Thursday through about Sunday, there's product information posted in there. But then every Thursday night, we have 3 testimonies from our team that go live between 8 and 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then after the event is over, I delete out all the product information on Sundays typically, but then we have video after video after video after video, and everyone's been titling their video something that stands out from their story. So whether it's IBS or anxiety or exhausted mama or, you know, anything like that, they're titling that in there. So what this does is when you have a friend that is curious about Plexus, anyone that asks me about Plexus or that is on the fence, I add them to that group because those stories are what help people understand what these products can actually do for people. And so if you have a friend that is struggling with a certain issue and you know there's a testimony in there, tag them in it. You know, make sure they see that video testimony because they say facts tell, but stories sell. So every Thursday, the facts are in there about the products, like I'm posting about the information, but then the stories are what really help people to jump out of their, you know, comfort zone and place that order even when they're scared, okay? And that's what we want. We want people to obviously take a leap of faith and try our products. Okay, and then I just posted today, I'm doing a 10-day challenge for us, and it's called Be a Blessing Challenge. And today was its first day, and it kind of goes in line with what I'm talking about tonight, but I just really, it's been hitting me lately how big of a blessing this is, so much bigger than what most of us even thought it would be. So I'm excited to do like a Be a Blessing Challenge because I think that's at the core of who we are as a company and who we are as a team. So I'm excited about that. Whitney, your daughter, she's so cute. Okay, so team affirmations, you guys. We are a Sapphire team by September. We add hundreds of hope dealers every single month. We are bold in sharing Plexus. People are drawn to us in our hope, and we change lives every single day. Okay, so tonight it's just a few things that have been on my heart, and then I want to open it up to you guys and just get some discussion because honestly, my favorite part about Monday Night Huddles is just talking with you guys, seeing where you're at, seeing what you're struggling with, what's going right. Like that's really my favorite part of Monday Night Huddles. So I try to come with some training and some tidbits to hopefully help you guys. But for the most part, I just want it to be like a night where we know we can connect together as a team and share what's working or encourage each other with whatever's not working, right? So just a few tips. So I probably sound like I'm all over the place, which I feel like I am anyways these days, you guys. I really think like ever since I had Isaiah, our huddles are like bing, 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 like a pinball machine because my brain's just like that all the time now. And I'm even taking Vital Biome. So yeah. Anyways, so no playing small. Have you guys heard that quote about, I think it's Nelson Mandela, something about like the world does not need you to play small. Has anyone heard that quote? I totally don't even know it well enough to butcher it. But you guys, the world does not need you to play small. The world actually needs you and what you have to offer. All right, so you have something that the world around you needs, whether that's the people that you work with every day, the people that you see while you're running your errands, you know, your family. You have something that the world needs, and it doesn't benefit anyone when you play small, when you belittle yourself, when you discount what you have to offer. You have something of importance and value that the world around you needs. Okay, you have so much to offer everyone you encounter. Honestly, you guys, it's been, even if it's just your smile, okay? I was at the gym earlier today, and most people don't even take the time to smile. Do you guys realize that? Like, people are just in their own world, they're on their phones, they're like so overwhelmed with life that they can't even take the minute. Oh, thank you, Carrie. I'm gonna read that in a second. They cannot even take a split second to smile, to make eye contact, to acknowledge you. And when you go above and beyond, which isn't even above and beyond, but just are a normal, happy person and smile at somebody, I was doing that today because I just tend to do that anyways, but I was paying attention to people's reactions. And it was catching people by surprise when I like smiled at them, when I like said hello. There's a lady at the gym, and she like helps clean the gym, and I see her there all the time. Well, not all the time because I'm not there all the time, but when I am there, she's typically there. And I've just gotten to the point where I'm like starting conversations with her, and I can tell when she sees me, like she's happy to see me, and I know I'm probably one of the only people that acknowledges her when she's there. And she probably spends a good 8 hours there. And that to me is just like sad that that is the world we live in. And you guys, we can make a difference in that. We are healthier, we are happier. That is our mission as a company. And when we are healthier and happier, we need to be going above and beyond what normal, exhausted, tired people do, right? So, okay, that was a tangent. But I want you guys to see every single conversation that you have as an investment, okay? I think for a lot of us, and me, this has always been me for the most part, I don't want to bother people. Do you guys have a problem reaching out to people because you just feel like you're bothering people, or you're spamming them, or you're just, you know, being annoying, or whatever the case might be? You know, I've been doing this 3.5 years, and I still to this day have to like just talk myself into messaging people. And I think the problem with that is I've been doing it all wrong. I've been seeing this all wrong. Like, I know what I have to offer. I know what I have to bring to the table and add value to them. I know these products change lives, because every single one of you on here would not be on here if you did not have any kind of, you know, result and, you know, benefit from the products, right? You would not be wasting your time on a Zoom call if the products did not help you in some way. So I know what we have to offer. All of us, we offer the same thing. We have something of value, and we don't need to apologize for reaching out to people about it, okay? We need to be bold. We need to be unapologetic. We need to be excited. And even if we're not reaching out about Plexus, or especially when we are, we need to look at every conversation that we have as an investment, because we have something to offer. We have something of value. And what I mean by that is, don't just look at it like, okay, I'm going to reach out to 5 people today because I have to do my 531, I have to do my IPA, check the box, blah, blah, blah. But when you go into your work, you know, your work time, whether that's 10 minutes here, 30 minutes there, whatever it is for you, I want you to come from a place of, I have something valuable in my hands. I have products that are changing lives. I have, an opportunity that has the potential to completely transform somebody's life. I have a community and a tribe that when people get plugged into this community, they feel a part of a family. Like, we have so much to offer that when you start to work your business, I want you to understand that every conversation you have is an investment. You are investing in that person. You are investing in that relationship. You are not just checking a box. Your words matter, okay? You have an opportunity to invest in that relationship, to ask how their life is going, and genuinely be interested. I've been really trying to focus lately on just reaching out to people and asking how they're doing. I have a girl, she was on our team and she's fallen off of my report because she's been inactive for so long. And it would be easy, like, she doesn't live here, we don't run in the same circles. It would be easy for me to just be like, oh, okay, well, it didn't work for her, that's it. But I know what we have is so what she needs because she's a busy, exhausted mom. And I know she didn't give it enough time last time. So it would be easy for me to just discount her and be like, well, I already tried to work on her and it didn't turn out right. I am still investing in that relationship. And it's getting to the point where, like, she feels comfortable asking me questions again and, recognizing that she didn't give it the full time that she needed to. So just investing in those relationships. Every conversation is an investment. You come from a place of having something valuable to offer. Leave people better than when you found them. Like, I want to challenge you guys. Every conversation you have, don't feel like you're bothering people. Feel like you can leave them happier. You can leave them healthier. You can leave them excited. You can leave them feeling better about themselves. I love that quote, and Carrie probably knows who it was because I don't. But it makes me think of the quote, people will forget what you said. They'll forget what you did, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. People will forget what you said, they'll forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel. So when you are reaching out, when you are meeting up with people, when you are investing in those relationships, make people feel good, you guys. And it's not even a matter of, oh, I'm gonna compliment her because I hope she orders tomorrow. Like, we have got to get past that, where it's so easy to get stuck in what's my PV, where are my points. Those things are valuable because we are building a business. Like, we are business owners, okay? So we do need to stay on top of that kind of thing. But we have got, oh, Maya Angelou. Thank you, Carrie. But we have got to make this, it's so much bigger than points, you guys. It's so much bigger than where our personal business is. This is about making lives around us better. And when we do that, they are drawn to what we have. There is a reason we're healthier. There's a reason we're happier. Okay, so next up, I hope this is making sense because I really just have bullet points. But here's the kicker. When you are spending that kind of energy and time and effort pouring into other people, you have got to be filling your cup. I know we've talked about this a few times, but you're going to get to a point if you're not filling your own cup on a constant, regular basis, you're going to get to the point where complimenting somebody else or investing in somebody else is the last thing you want to do because you're so physically and emotionally drained. So this is a people business. You have got to find ways to fill your own cup. And if you haven't figured out what that is for you yet, I want to encourage you to figure it out because nobody benefits from you being exhausted. Nobody. Your kids don't benefit from you being exhausted. Your husband doesn't. Your significant other, your best friend, the person sitting at the red light in front of you that when it turns green, you're like honking up a storm. They don't benefit from you being exhausted, okay? So fill your own cup and figure out what it is that does that. And make sure you do that, you guys. That's something I've been trying to be better about. Like, I've really enjoyed taking up running again lately. And it would be easy for me just to be like, well, I don't have time, I'm busy, blah, 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 blah. But it's a lot easier on our family when I am taking care of myself. Self-care is not selfish, you guys. Self-care is not selfish. Self-care is things that we need to do as busy men and women to make sure that we're offering our best self to those that we come into contact with regularly. Okay, so you guys, I want you to imagine a world where people had more, where they had more time, they had more health, they had better health, they had more money or discretionary income, they had more energy, they had more goals, they had more friendships. Imagine a world where that was just the norm, you know, like people had more than enough. They weren't feeling overwhelmed and just overcome all the time. You guys, we are in a unique position to where we are able to create that kind of world around us. Honestly, we have something that can fulfill all of those things: more energy, more time, more, you know, resources, more friendships. And like I mentioned at the beginning, I think when was it? Was it Saturday or maybe it was yesterday? Actually, it was yesterday. I was just nursing Isaiah and I was just scrolling my news feed and it was you guys. You guys were popping up in my news feed. Someone was on a date with their husband. Someone, you know, Jill and Amanda had gone out for Mexican food. I think it was maybe Saturday or something like that. I'm a stalker. You guys know I stalk you. You know, Christy and Elena, they're building their dream homes. Some of you guys were on vacation. Some of you guys were playing with your kiddos and your kids are young. You know, this was what was filling up my news feed. And for a little bit, I'm just like scrolling, liking, scrolling, loving, that kind of thing. And then it hit me, you guys, what we have in our hands. If you guys, so many of you guys have told me 3 years ago, like that, none of those things would have been an option. Going out for, you know, lunch wouldn't have been something you could have done. You know, building a dream home would have just been a dream idea. Playing with your children was something that would exhaust you just thinking about it, let alone doing it. And when this is my news feed and this is my team, that fires me up because I know what we have is completely transforming lives. And just think about that, you guys. If we could get all of our friends and family to experience what we have, your newsfeed would be full of that all the time. We wouldn't have to hear about, oh my gosh, I'm just so exhausted. I don't even know how I'm going to get through today. Like, we still have those things in our newsfeed because those people have not taken the plunge yet. They haven't taken that leap of faith. So we have this opportunity to create that kind of world around us where people get to experience a more abundant life, okay? And we have that opportunity to be sharing that with them. So, and you guys, this is bigger than just you. This is bigger than just me. You know, you saying yes to this and sharing with people is going to have such a ripple effect that you may never understand. You may never know. You may never meet the people that you being bold and sharing with is going to transform their health, transform their lives, transform their relationships. So that's what's really cool about this is a ripple effect. And I know so many times it's easy to get caught in our own brain and be like, oh, it doesn't matter. You know, so-and-so hasn't jumped in yet. So-and-so, blah, 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 blah. It's so much bigger than just what you can see right now. And I hope you guys understand that. You guys, each and every one of us has a calling on your life. Each and every one of us has a legacy that you get to build. And I heard this earlier. It says your life is finite. So your life is finite. You know, you were born, there's a dash, and then there's going to be a day when you're not here anymore, right? So our lives are finite, but your legacy is infinite. Your life is finite, but your legacy is infinite. So when we talk about our why and all of those things, that is really awesome because that's what makes us show up and put time and energy into our businesses. But typically our whys are finite. You know, our why is how we want to live our life while we're alive, obviously. So think a little bit bigger, you guys, and think, what is your legacy? What do you want your legacy to be? Does that mean you want to transform your family tree from being paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. You know, maybe your parents were paycheck to paycheck. Maybe your grandparents were paycheck to paycheck. You know, do you want to be that break in the family tree where you transform your generations to come? You know, no longer will your great, great, great grandchildren be struggling financially just to get by, but you are going to make the decision now that is going to change the legacy of your family tree. You know, maybe for some of you, missions work has always been on your heart. And, you know, you might be able to take some financial freedom and travel and take some time freedom and do those things. But think about like a little bit further, a little bit bigger than that. What is your legacy with missions? Like, you're going to get to a point in your business where you're able to give extravagantly, you know, and generously, and you want to give. And maybe you are able to open an orphanage that is just there for generations and generations and generations to come, for kids to be safe and healthy and happy and to come to know the Lord, or whatever might be what's on your heart. You know, like, our why is so important, but just think how much bigger this is with your legacy and what this can do. And I just think that's really important, because we're going to have hard days in this business, you guys. It's a business. And I think I forget that even, because I do enjoy it so much that on the days when I have hard times, I'm like, am I doing it wrong? Like, what's wrong with this? Blah, blah, blah. And it's a business. It's still a business, but this is a business that has the opportunity to allow you to create a legacy. And most job opportunities, you guys, most job opportunities just help you pay the bills. Most job opportunities aren't going to help you live out your why. You know, maybe some of them will. Maybe some job opportunities will fulfill your why. But the one we have in our hands, this business opportunity, truly has the power to get you to leave a legacy, right? You have the opportunity to leave a legacy with what we have in our hands. Okay, let's see here. So stop playing small and stop letting fear win. You guys, the world has so much that we have so much to offer the world. The world needs what we have. We already know people are tired, exhausted, don't have goals, don't have hope, don't have a desire to dream. We know what we have can do that for the world around us. So stop playing small, get out of your own head. Because I truly believe, you guys know my faith for the most part, probably all of you do, but we are called to live abundantly. You know, in John, what is it, 11:11 or something like that, I don't know. Jesus says, I came to give you life and give you life abundantly. He's not like, hey, I came to give you life so you can like survive. He said he came to give us life and give us life abundantly. And I am a firm believer that what we have in Plexus is a part of offering that abundant life. You know, we can help people have better health. People are going through the motions with their day because they feel like crap, you know, and we know what our products do, and our products can help give them their health back. Our products can give people breathing room in their finances. God doesn't want us just to live this life and survive until we get to heaven, and then we obviously are living extremely amazing there. He wants us to enjoy this life while we're on this earth. And I know Plexus has done that, has been a tool that the Lord has used in my life to allow that to come to pass. So I just want to share with you guys, and you guys probably already know this, but I just have a vision for our team. Like I want our team to be different, and not in the sense that I think other teams are doing it wrong, but I know for me, it's so easy, you guys, to get caught up in the points and the ranks and all that stuff. And it's important because those things show you how close you are to your goal, right? So those things are like a part of the business building part. So I'm not discounting that at all, especially for all of you on here. You're on here because you're building a business. And so those things are important. But I want our team to be a team full of joy and purpose. I don't want us to get so caught up in the striving that we lose sight of what is truly in our hands, this gift we have in our hands. I want us to be a team full of passion, that when we wake up, we cannot wait to see who is going to cross our path that day, because we know what we have is of value. And that may mean you're talking plexus to that person, or that may mean you are just investing in that relationship for that day. But you know, when you wake up, you have a gift to offer, and you have something valuable in your hands. And that is plexus, but guys, more than that, that's you. You are an awesome person that has something to offer somebody, okay? Every person you come into contact with. So I want us to be men and women that wake up with passion. I want us to be, I guess there's only women on here tonight. I want us to be women that have peace. You know, that's why I think the striving part can be hard sometimes, because if you're striving and striving and striving, sometimes you can get out of that balance of having peace. And I want peace to lead you in your business. I want peace to lead you in your family and in every decision that you make. I want you to be at peace with where you're at in your business. I want us to be women with great expectations. I want us to believe that, you guys know I say it all the time, and that's what that sign says, and I can't wait to get it hung up. But I want us to be women that believe the best is yet to come, that our glory days aren't behind us, you know, that our, you know, oh, back in 2014 when blah, 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 business was booming. No, our best days are out in front of us. The best is yet to come in this opportunity and in our lives. I want us to be women of influence. And I think women of influence know they have something to offer. They know they have something of value. They're not shrinking back in fear. They are moving forward because they know who God has made them to be. And I want us to be women that are generous givers, you know, women that just, when somebody comes up on their heart, they think, oh man, I need to do something for that person. You know, whether that's generous with your time, your money, your encouragement. So that's just kind of a vision I have for us. And I hope that just resonates with you, and that's something that you're able to cling to and hold on to for your own personal business. But I will go ahead